The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello and welcome to the Papyrus TV News Update. First, the headlines. Governor Otti rules out Senate bid, says he'll retire after second term. Governor Muftwang vows justice for victims of Plateau attacks. Tinubu pushes for grassroots democratic benefits. New Alaafin Owade to renovate palace. DSS Chief Ajayi calls for disbandment of agency. Police warn against nationwide protest on National Police Day. Nigeria highlights social development strides at Global Parliamentary Summit. The details. Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Otti has announced that he has no interest in seeking a Senate seat after serving his second term, declaring that he will retire from active partisan politics to give younger leaders room to thrive. He made the remark during a reception organized in his honor by the Union of Anambra State Associations in Aba over the weekend. Emphasizing service over ambition, Otti said his tenure is focused on correcting systemic failures and delivering meaningful development to the people. Reflecting on past injustices, Otti mentioned that his administration is reviewing the 2011 disengagement of non-indigenes from Abia's civil service, a move that affected many Anambra indigenes. While distancing himself from the act, which occurred long before his administration, he assured that efforts are underway to address the victims' plight. The governor praised the Anambra community's support since 2023 and emphasized a non-discriminatory approach, declaring the abolition of state of origin in his government. His stance was met with support from Aba Central Assembly member Stephen Ucheonye, who expressed confidence in Otti's re-election in 2027 and encouraged him to consider a senatorial run in 2031. A suggestion Otti family declined. The event's host, Obiora Nwakpadolo, praised the governor's achievements and reaffirmed the community's support. Meanwhile, the Plateau State Governor Caleb Muftwang has assured residents that his government will not rest until justice is served for victims of the recent brutal attacks in Boko's local government area. Addressing Plateau indigenes in Abuja, Muftwang declared that the era of arrested perpetrators being released without prosecution is over. Anyone involved in spilling the blood of a Plateau citizen will be pursued and brought to justice, he vowed. The governor detailed new strategies to ensure farmers' safety ahead of the planting season and insisted that farming will continue despite threats. We will not be intimidated. We are mourning but not defeated, he said. Muftwang emphasized that the attacks were deliberate attempts to destabilize communities during critical farming periods, describing them as part of a larger effort to impoverish and displace people. He thanked President Bola Tinubu for his swift intervention and for directing federal agencies to provide relief to affected communities. Some perpetrators, he said, have already been apprehended. The governor urged unity among Plateau's 54 ethnic nationalities and praised exemplary public servants like late Ambassador Bagudu Harris. He also appealed for a renewed communal spirit and support for the less privileged, regardless of tribe or religion. Continuing, Senate leader Okpeyemi Bamidele and Ekiti Governor Biodun Oyebanji have praised President Tinubu's push for grassroots development, highlighting it as a guiding force behind their empowerment efforts. Speaking in Ado-Ekiti during a mega empowerment program targeting over 5,000 constituents of Ekiti Central, Bamidele emphasized that political leaders must tangibly deliver dividends of democracy in line with Tinubu's vision. This empowerment program is one way of giving back. It was delayed from December, but here we are. The 2025 edition is still on the way, Bamidele assured. Governor Oyebanji praised Bamidele's performance and emphasized the importance of political unity in driving development. Recalling Tinubu's campaign in Ekiti, he said, "Tinubu asked us to give him Okpeyemi and we did. Now we are seeing the results." In another development, the new Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Abimbola Hakeem Owade, has announced plans to renovate the nearly 200-year-old palace in Oyo town, pledging to preserve its cultural and architectural essence. In a recent interview, the monarch explained that while parts of the palace will be reconstructed, tradition will not be compromised. Oba Wade, who lived abroad for over 2 decades, recalled initially rejecting the laughing contest while in Canada before eventually accepting after family persuasion. He received the news of his selection while asleep and thought it was a prank. On his future plans, he cited youth empowerment, job creation, and community health as top priorities. He revealed plans to provide vocational training and establish a health center offering free services to the needy. Streets will also be named after notable contributors to Oyo's development. Moving on, in a rare and bold proposal, DSS Director General Adeola Oluwatosin Ajayi has suggested disbanding the security agency he leads, citing its inability, along with other forces, to adequately protect Nigerians. Speaking in February at a high-level security forum, Ajayi argued that communities should be the first line of defense, as state actors have failed to stem insecurity over the years. He said the government has a constitutional duty to ensure safety, but has often traded that responsibility for luxury and power. Citing historical self-defense efforts by Nigerian communities, Ajayi called on elites to engage with their people and help coordinate grassroots security efforts. He criticized the APC-led federal government's 10-year record on insecurity, describing Nigeria today as even more unsafe than in 2015. Furthermore, the Nigeria Police Force has strongly warned the Take It Back movement to cancel a planned nationwide protest set for Monday, which coincides with National Police Day. In a statement from Force spokesperson ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, the police labeled the planned protest as ill-timed and potentially disruptive to the celebration. The police stressed they support peaceful assembly, but believe holding the protest on a day meant to honor officers is deliberate and unpatriotic. The event is expected to draw national and international dignitaries. Under IGP Kayode Egbetokun, the police urged organizers to channel grievances through proper dialogue and relevant authorities instead. Conclusively, Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu has showcased Nigeria's recent legislative achievements as part of its commitment to global goals on social development and justice at the 150th Interparliamentary Union Assembly in Uzbekistan. Kalu listed key initiatives such as the Student Loan Act 2024, regional development commissions, and commissions for literacy, displaced persons, and marginalized groups. He highlighted economic laws like the Nigeria Startup Act and praised reforms under President Tinubu's administration, including progressive tax policies. Kalu questioned whether sustainable development is feasible under Africa's debt burden, calling for debt restructuring and innovative fiscal policies. He urged global leaders to support oversight and accountability in pursuing justice and equity across borders.
The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't